Welcome, Amy. We're excited to hear from you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really honored to be here. And I am just very touched by everything that Nadia said. Community college is a unique student population. And so I feel really blessed to be able to work with those students and be able to share some of the life lessons. I am going to share my screen and bring up a PowerPoint. Since I teach communications, it's only fitting that I would try to put something together for everyone here, just to kind of organize my thoughts too. So can everybody see that okay? Awesome, great. So just to kind of give you an idea about where I'm headed, I picked 3 life lessons that I wanted to share with you all and any of the folks that are watching, of things that have been beneficial kind of mindsets or perspectives for me in my life journey, as well as the work that I do with others. So as I had a great introduction, so thank you so much. I have been teaching at Spokane Community College for almost 14 years, and I teach communication classes, which are really foundational for student success and in their personal lives and their professional lives. And so I feel really honored to be able to share with them some information that I've learned about communication and help them to practice that in really hands-on ways is kind of my goal, to keep it engaging and interesting for them. The very first lesson that I'm going to share with you is called Kintsugi, and just wanting to highlight about celebrating your story. And we've heard some great stories today from really wonderful women and experiences that they've had. And so one of the authors that I like is Glennon Doyle, and she brings up a word that's new to me, but brutal. And it's a combination of beautiful and brutal. And probably most of us have experienced in our life beautiful moments, as well as really challenging times that can be brutal. And so acknowledging and celebrating the fact that we live lives that have highs and lows. And so I included here a picture of my children and myself. Shortly before this picture was taken, I left an abusive relationship of 12 years. And so I was a single mom to 4 kids. And I realized that as beautiful as motherhood is, and as much as I had always wanted to be a mom, I never anticipated it doing it by myself. And I was working and going to school and trying to manage a home. And it was really challenging. And I look back at those moments and I think about all of the lessons that I learned. And I'm able to share some of those lessons with my students. And this kintsugi is from Japanese culture. And it's kind of symbolic of how I feel about my life now, looking back on some of those challenging times, that I am no longer broken, that I have a second life. And so this tradition is known as golden joinery. And so essentially, anytime that there is broken glass or pottery, that they place it together, and instead of trying to camouflage those broken pieces, they actually highlight them. They put them back together and use gold dust or silver dust or platinum dust to really bring a unique perspective to the life of this dish, and or vase or whatever they're repairing. And I thought, for me, the idea of celebrating the history, even the hard moments, was really kind of life-changing for me, to look back instead of with regret, but to look back with perspective on how all of those experiences that I had been through helped to shape me into who I am today, so that I can share some of my story with others and help them to find hope that they too can get out of their challenging circumstances and maybe have new perspective and a new life, but not hiding the things that had happened in the past, and kind of changing and reframing our perspective so that we could celebrate that. The second lesson is actually that sistering community is key. And sistering is actually carpentry term, and it's when the building block of a structure, which is the joist, if that joist is experiencing too much load, that they actually put pieces of wood on either side in order to strengthen it. And that term is called sistering. And I thought it was really a great metaphor for what we do in our community, that women are special, strong people, and we oftentimes are carrying really heavy loads. And when those times feel heavy and hard, that we can come together to support each other. And I think about the amazing women in my life, my mother, my sister, my friends, my daughters, even, that have come and joined with me in those challenging times to help me get through those. That it really is bringing strength to women in those moments when life is really hard and really heavy. And the last one that I would share is to use your privilege to empower others. I highlighted a few different components of ways that we could empower others, and practices that I like to use is listening and learning, asking questions, getting curious, meeting other people, hearing their stories, offering support in intentional ways so that we can help others to overcome challenges or achieve their dreams. Using privilege to amplify the voices of people who might not have that same power, focusing on strengths and using that strengths-based communication to find the good things in other folks and help them to see those in moments when they can't see it themselves. And then education is key for what I'm doing, which is working with people and helping them to accomplish their academic goals, because I know that that is really important for people to have confidence in themselves and also to achieve some of their dreams, that education might be a component of that. So I'll leave you with these 3 lessons: kintsugi, celebrating your story; sistering, where community is key, and using your privilege to empower others. And I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to meet you all and to become part of this community. And so I wanted to include my email address as an opening and invitation for more connection. So thank you so much for having me here today.